Morning, people. I want to title this video Listening for Clarity, a prelude to a channel. On the channel that I have conceived to develop and bring to fruition. I want to cover traffic. I want to cover rules of engagement on the road. I want to cover communication while driving. Because these are not toys. This is serious business. This is your life. And to be a successful driver, to be a skilled driver, to be someone that says they know how to drive, which is more than just turning the ignition and being familiar with a steering wheel and gas and a brake. You have to know that you have to communicate. Hence your side mirrors, your rear view mirrors, your turn signals, your brake lights, your headlights, your fog lights. You have to communicate. And like I said, you have to know rules of engagement. But I woke up this morning to some bad news. So it's not a good morning for me. I got laid off from my job yesterday, so to add insult to injury, I get my car towed today. I have several tickets that I have to pay. I have to get registered, obviously. When you have a bunch of tickets and you get suspended, you have to register. You have to re-register your vehicle, which is something you got to do every year anyway. But past all that, I want to ask people, when things go on in your life, when stuff comes up, when it's a decision that has to be made, isn't there a voice, a spirit, some dialogue in you that tells you what to do, that gives you the answer, that gives you guidance? Most people in my past, when I ask them that, they tell me yes, that there was a voice. They decided to do what they wanted to do. So their situation ended up how it ended up, whether bad, whether good. But when you don't listen to that first voice, to that righteous voice that comes to you and gives you the answer, gives you the solution to your problems, to these situations that we get into, that happens every day, all day, you have to make decisions. When you don't listen, and when you don't take that and run with it, you only have yourself to blame. Like, you don't have any and everybody to blame for your shortcomings, for what happens when you don't listen. Not only do you have that voice inside of you that gives you guidance, you have people around you that give you advice, that gives you guidance. And we're in a society that's filled with people, with individuals that don't listen, that want to do things their own way. And when it doesn't go the way they think it should go, They have everybody to blame but themselves. Why are we a society that finds it so easy to hold the mirror up to everybody else but ourselves? Yesterday I was kind of down and out. I think I got food poisoning. And my knee, I have a torn meniscus and ACL in my right knee. My left knee for the past few months has really been giving me problems. The last couple of days, it's been the right knee. And Wednesday while at work, it gave me some excruciating pain. So I iced it Wednesday night. Thursday morning, it was still swole. I didn't go to work. I stayed home and I chose to rest. I could barely walk. We were getting laid off from my job anyway, so I don't even want anybody to connect the two and say, oh, if you would have went to work, you'd probably still have your job. No, we were already getting laid off. That's a whole nother story. But I stayed home. My girl works from home. Fast forward the day to the afternoon. It's maybe 3:30 in the afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Here where I stay, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they have this thing where you have to park on a certain side of the street. And to park on the street, you need a parking permit. And to not get ticketed, you have to be registered and, you know, all this. You know, it's a lot of, it's hoops you have to jump through. So I have a parking permit, but again, I'm not registered. So I've been getting tickets. My girl looks outside and it was even yesterday, the 4th. So we had to park on the even side. And she sees that she should go out and repark our vehicles. Repark mine on the right side and repark hers. So we'll be fine. I said, back your vehicle up to the alley, park my car in front of your car. She wasn't in the mood or ready to go park the cars. My spirit told me, okay, since she's being, you know, since she wants to procrastinate and not do it, I should get my ass up, regardless of my knee being sore and in pain, being in pain. Get your ass up and go park the cars. I didn't do that. We let time go by. She didn't do it. So it is what it is. She waits till 7, 8 o'clock at night. She goes out and she parks the vehicles. Well, what I was saying, and it was in my mind, in case I was to get told, give these motherfuckers a hard time. Back my car up on your truck, and other residents that have to park on their side, they're gonna fill those spaces. So it's gonna be somebody in front of me. It's gonna be somebody in front of them, so on and so forth. It wouldn't be so easy for them to snatch my car. When she looked out earlier that day, after the fact of us talking, before she was finna go out, she said that the parks that were available, it's a park between the church driveway and the alley. It's only room for one car. And then you got parking spots that's next to the church. If I'm I'm not mistaken, she ended up parking my car in between the alley and the church's driveway. That leaves my car vulnerable to be towed. Well, lo and behold, I wake up and I happen to look outside. Some told me to look outside, you know, that spirit or whatever. And I look outside and I don't see my fucking vehicle. And I ask her, where did she park? She looks out, oh, your car's gone, where is it? Oh boy, okay. My fucking car got towed. I don't think it got stolen. My car got towed. I have several tickets on my car. I have to pay a registration fee. And it may be some other things that I have to do to get my license and to get my registration for my vehicle. Of course, I knew that I should have paid those tickets on time. It was well within my means to pay the tickets as I got them. I should have gotten my ass up yesterday and parked the vehicles myself, because I know how things happen. It's not the first time I got towed. It's not the first time I got a ticket on my car. So I knew what to do and I didn't do it. I have nobody to blame but myself. I won't blame anybody but myself. Well, what I do tell my girl is, when you're with somebody, it's for you two to be better together, not be the same. We're in a society where people think that it's cool to dwell on, oh, you know who I was when you met me, and you don't let me be me, no matter who that is. In life, for one thing, we're supposed to grow and we're supposed to be better. You're not supposed to be the person that you were at 12, at 40. You're not supposed to be the person that you were at 16, at 45. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to mature. Why are we 50 and 60 and still immature and still playing games like that's okay, like that's going to get us through? And it's not. Why do we continue to choose to place blame instead of looking in the mirror and correcting ourselves? Why is it so hard for us to take correction? If you choose to not grow, if you choose to not take correction, if you choose to not listen to that voice that tells you the right thing to do, and you choose to go your own way, know that you have nobody to blame but yourself. When we start looking in the mirror as individuals, as a people, when we start to self-reflect and choose to make corrections within ourselves, that's the only way that we're going to be better as a people. But not listening and just being all willy-nilly and doing what we want to do, you have nobody to blame for where you are in this life. Period.